the drama of this show is how difficult it is to be present. Because if you're going to sit down and do nothing, certain things are going to happen to you. Okay, it's different with Vipassana, because they give you something to do. In Vipassana, you sit focusing on your breath for 3 days, 4 days, and then they make you move your focus up and down the body. That's called concentration meditation. Okay, what they fail to do, and why it's a cult probably, they don't give you the keys, which are mindfulness meditation, where you just sit in choiceless awareness and see what comes up. So when you do that, certain things come up. And the first thing that comes up for me, and maybe it's for everybody, is this: the world's a fucking mess. It's just, God, how can I sit here when, you know, a third of the people in UK are in poverty? A third, you know? And then you have these incredibly rich people. So the world affects you. As the world is covered in glass. You feel that, because you are the world. And you know, when you're young, you want to change the world. Most young people want to change the world because they come in and they can see, and they haven't become cynical like adults. Cynicism is, definition of cynicism is passionate person that's been disappointed too many times. Yeah. So this is kind of a passion that's become disappointed, slightly cynical, but basically it's the yearning that's turned into sorrow that's turned into anger. And I think this is the common human condition, generally. And then some religions offer this path. And the beginning of the path is to notice your yearning, noticing that you're lacking something. And I want us to really bring our own curiosity to this in our own lives. You know, how there's this constant sense of lack, that there's something we should be doing, something we need to be achieving. And then in this version of the path, which is the Sufi path, the first thing that happens is you fall in love with Allah. You fall in love with somebody who you can't own. It's formless. And it burns you up because it's not somebody you can own. But it burns away a lot of the social illusion. And you start to see under the social illusion some fundamental things about humanity. And you start to get some powers. You start to see that everything is light. You see a rim of light around everything, and this is wisdom. Wisdom is insight. When you start to actually see underneath the surface of things. But the thing is, this wisdom gives you this sense of, wow, you know, I've achieved something. And this is the other illusion, because that's constant. You can get lots of insight. There's lots and lots of insight to have. But when you realize that that isn't the thing, there's nothing else to do that's meaningless, you enter this desert, this valley of detachment, where actually nothing, you know, that doesn't matter. You know, I've had huge insights in my life, and my life is still a mess. You know, it hasn't really served me, hasn't helped, it didn't help. And then you get to this place, well, nothing matters. And then from that valley, you enter this moment where it's not conceptual, it's not an idea. You really are everybody and everything. Yes. And from there, you enter bewilderment. And we've gone over this. But the important thing is that all this is happening in this character's head. Yeah. All of this is happening in your head. So actually, you know, you, in some senses, everything that's happened to you is happening in your head. That's why you can keep your eyes closed and you're part of it. And that's the sense we have to get from this, that this is cops in your head, if you like. And these cops in your head interact. Now that's a theatre within a theatre. And that's revealed at this point, where she says, you know, this is theatre. And then immediately the barriers, the fourth wall starts to fall down between the audience, and the audience are implicated. They become actors. And we ask them to notice how we're engaging with these dramas that happen every day. This person, this character, uses that to illustrate how we're doing it. And how in our lives we will encounter these people who make us angry, these people who make us love, these people who make us come from these different places. And how that drama occupies us. We're constantly occupied by drama in our lives. And we go and we're entertained by going to see dramas that aren't happening to us. That's our entertainment. So stuff like that. So in a way we go through the simulated emotions, but without the anxiety of it, us, having repercussions to us in our life. And when you go to the theatre and watch theatre, the pleasure is everything is there. Everything is what's happening is just there. Nothing else is happening. The whole world is just here. It's all happening here. Also with events, this feeling of an event happening, you're there, nothing else exists. This is the place to be. This is it. And that's what we're asking people to do here. And to notice that all drama is unfolding in this moment here. You all right? Is this making any sense? Is it making sense? And it will continue as long as we have a body, as long as we're born, there is drama all the time. Drama, 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 drama. So we never get to go on this path. And even if we're on this path, we will be pulled off and distracted. But there might be a moment at the end when they take their blindfolds off, even if they haven't understand consciously the meaning of this thing. Just by the nature of what they've gone through, the nature of this structure, why we use this structure, the nature of sitting in a circle with people. Sometimes we encounter this moment where there's no thought, no expectation, nothing. And that's the treasure we're trying to share for ourselves and for the audience. And what we're inviting into this space.